Reeve is unconscious. He looks pretty. He's looking hurt, quite hurt. In terms of rolls, Jobu, you're barely breathing. You're conscious. What do you guys want to do?
I'll go up and try to help him.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I have healing. No, healing word.
Okay.
Try to bring him back from the brink.
What sweet word do you usher to him? Do you give to him?
Just one word or
anything you want to say. What do you want to say to him?
I'm gonna like think of all the third ball chicks you're gonna be missing out on.
Pause, champ.
Okay. You you say your words over his body and cast your magic, you see his chest begin to rise again as you come back from the brink and you are conscious again.
Man.
I'll use my second wind to heal myself.
All right. Yes. What else would you like to do?
There it is.
You're now conscious.
And these were some useless fucking NPCs behind us.
They are civilians. You turn around and you look, and they are like in the shadow of the entrance of the cave.
Three useless
just
men.
kind of holding each other. One peed his pants. The other two have a child.
I'm gonna go get my stuff.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
get my stuff too.
I want to investigate the leader.
Okay.
Cut me up, motherfucker. Give me your shit.
So whoever's going to whoever's getting their stuff, you find all your belongings. You don't find any of your money. In the pile. Jobu, you're investigating the leader. You look him over, and you find on him just his leather armor. You do find a money pouch. This money pouch just has 100 gold, 23 silver, and 41 copper.
Yeah, I
Post that
I've been walking
there. That's his personal money pouch. You also find, with your investigation on his left hand, on his middle finger, is a gold ring. Just a simple gold ring. That might have some value to it.
Yoink.
And with your thorough investigation, as you're kind of like patting him down and checking his pockets and his shirt and his armor, you kind of move his armor to the side, and as you're doing so, you do see something. On his left collarbone, you see a tattoo. And in the tattoo is a text inscribed, and it says, "In strength through the many." And I'll copy and paste how it looks. That's what you find. It's just tattooed across his left collarbone.
Can I go over and like search the tents?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. All right. It takes you a couple minutes, but you basically find just rudimentary camping materials, food, what looks to be some dried meats. There was on the fire. Looks to be like a couple rabbits that have been like skewered, and they were roasting them. They're now kind of burnt on the fire because they left them there to run at you guys. You find a couple bedrolls, like I said, tent supplies, some of their old stuff, most of it junk. but you do find going through one of the tents
Oh,
a sack. And in that sack are 5 pouches, and each pouch has everyone's separate gold they started with.
Oh, was that it? Oh.
That Nimdath finds only.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep rummaging around, even though I've found stuff. I'm just gonna keep pretending like I'm still looking.
All right. I probably, I should have actually just whispered that. I'll do that next time for things like that. All right. Anyone else do anything?
Just go pick up all my stuff and look
Get-
around.
Yeah. After I get my stuff, I'll start patting down the
Oh, you can see this.
other guys.
I know, right? It looks really bad.
All right. Uh,
Did I
yeah.
get
So
this
you
right?
go around and you start patting some of the other
Hey.
bandits. Again, you find scraps of crappy armor, their weapons, some daggers. You find a couple. Let's see. Did they have? I think they had crossbow bolts. None of them used crossbows, but they did have crossbow bolts. So you find some of those. In terms of money, you don't see that there's any money on any of them.
I'm not leaving
Okay.
you alone in here.
I'm gonna dump
Come down
all
with
of the
us.
sacks into the big
You're
sack
gonna
that they're all
leave me alone
encased
here
in,
then.
Okay.
except for one. I'm gonna keep my money,
Get myself
and then I'm
out.
gonna take like 50 gold extra, and I'm gonna
Okay.
shout out, "Hey guys, I found some money!"
Sweet.
All right.
All right. How much?
I don't know what the sum was of all of everybody's money.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did everyone start with 50, or did someone?
Everyone started with
interrupt?
50, so it was
Yeah.
250 in there. And then he took, what,
gotta
100?
get EMF.
He took
So I took
50.
100.
Well, you took
And
your
that-
50, and then yeah.
Another
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 more.
Oh, so you took so that'd be 150.
And then I'm
okay.
like, "Hey guys," and then I guess everybody else splits it.
So 250 total in there? Yeah, sure.
No, there's
No,
150
it's
total.
150, so 30 gold each.
Split
S-
forwards.
There's 100 on the leader too.
I took.
Yes.
I didn't share that shit.
Okay.
Well, you guys, yeah.
So we
Jobu is
sat there
seeing
and
it
watched
out.
you do it, but okay.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you guys. That's actually a
I
party
almost
thing.
died. Okay, I'm pissed.
Yeah, if it weren't for me, you probably would have died.
We would have all died. How much health is? How's Kaina looking?
Not great.
Hmm.
All right. As you guys kind of look around, it is still dark out. You're kind of looking. You kind of look up. It's relatively clear skies, so there's a few clouds in there. But you look at the moon, you can see the moon is definitely starting to set,
Well,
and you can see the faintest hit of light maybe starting to return. So you know that it is quite early in the morning.
no.
Or late, very late evening, however you want to describe it. You either stayed up late or woke up really early. But you don't know exactly what time it is. What are y'all doing?
I mean,
Should we rest?
we need to.
The 3 of us are fucked.
Oh.
As you guys kind of stand around, the halfling couple and their little boy come up, and the man that was conscious kind of speaks to you all and goes, "Did you get them all?" He just
Yes.
asked the party.
We did. They're gone.
Oh, are you all okay?
No, we're not actually.
No.
We're pretty battered up.
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Oh, Well, and he kind of like rummages through one of his pockets. I do have, um, my husband would make these sometimes when Luke gets hurt, and he pulls out two pouches, and he's like, these are healing paste. Just rub them on your wounds. It should help. And he gives you these two, and they're basically healing potions, just regular healing potions.
Okay. It's only 2 of them?
Yeah, he only had two on him.
Alright. You guys
Um,
can take them.
I was gonna let you guys have. You've got 1 hit point, and
I have 4.
I have
yeah,
5.
you guys take them.
Hi.
all right.
Yeah.
How do these
much
tents
were they?
look?
Plus 2.
Out of the what's
How do the tents look?
they look ragged, dirty. They look like they have seen a lot of outdoor use. They're smelly, but they're functional. They're a bunch of like two-person tents. Yeah, so you break down this tent, and I'll say this one. Well, it's 20 pounds.
Okay. Then the only thing I found in here was tent 2-person. Is that the like normal
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I will grab one more.
Okay, so you break down two of the tents.
Mhm.
That's about 40 pounds.
All right.
Look it onto your back.
Yep.
All right, and as you're doing so, the halfling man that was talking to you guys before, he goes, well, he's like looking around. He's like looking at the forest. He goes, this looks kind of familiar. I think this might be the Broken Leaf Forest. It's just west of Felderwin. Uh, I I think I can get us back to Felderwin.
Okay.
If you'll follow us.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
We used to go camping here with the boy, every summer and all.
All right. Lead the way.
All right. So you guys gather up your things. Kind of step over all the dead bodies. The human couple follows you, still kind of scared. They're just kind of like towards the back. They bring up the rear and they're just like timidly kind of following. And yeah, so you guys head out, using the halfling as your guide. You guys are able to exit the Broken Leaf Forest, and you start making your way towards what you think is Felderwin. Um, at this point, the sun, starts to rise as you guys exit the vast green forest. It seems pretty lively. You can hear the sound of birds chirping. You can hear rustling in the trees. You kind of look up, and you can see large lizards jumping from branch to branch and just climbing up. They look almost iguana sized, but they're definitely not iguanas. And they seem to live amongst the trees here. But they seem harmless. And the halfling man um, says, "Oh, don't worry about the lizards. They're friendly. They're good eating too, though. If you ever get hungry." Uh, and he continues leading you guys out of the forest. Um, you travel on, and eventually you start approaching what looks to be farm fields. And you see what looks to be the early sproutings of spring corn, as well as some of the winter wheat is starting to bloom. And so you come across small fields of wheat, and you travel along for quite a few hours. Basically, let's see. The sun comes up, and it's actually almost center midday before you see what looks to be the outskirts of Felderwin. And I will turn you all to the beautiful vista of Felderwin. And as you guys approach, you are coming in from this side. City. So you're approaching in from the west. Pull up my notes here. All right. And so as you're kind of approaching and you guys see the outskirts, the pace begins to quicken, everyone gets excited. You see the human couple behind you pick up their pace. They're no longer behind you, they're kind of like almost near the front, trying to like rush towards home. And another few hours pass before you finally reach Felderwin. And as you're approaching, you see that the city looks to be on alert. You see there's no wall around Felderwin, but it does seem to be kind of a separated city into like it looks like a triangle layout, with the city kind of segmented in 3 quadrants of the triangle, 3 separate quadrants. And you do see a Crownsguard presence active. You see guards walking about the city streets, moving from corner to corner. You see a lot of halflings here, and there aren't actually that many on the streets. It seems like a large Crownsguard presence, with a few halflings like just running from house to house, kind of muttering quietly to themselves, a little kind of scared by the sudden presence of like these Crownsguard forces. As you guys enter, 2 guards notice your group approaching, and immediately the humans run off towards a side street. They're going like towards their home. And one of the Crownsguard goes, "Hey, hold up!" and he kind of runs after them down third side street. But they kind of disappear around the corner. As the other guard jogs up to you guys and goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing? What's your business here?"
Where's our charisma man?
Hey, we got roofied or something at the end. We got dragged out to a cave. We killed some people out there, and we're just coming back to town.
Wait, you hold on. That's too many words. You got roofied,
Yeah,
then
we
got
drugged.
killed people.
We got
So you murdered
drugged.
someone.
Some people that captured us. Yeah.
It was self-defense.
I didn't kill anybody.
Huh.
I killed a man. She's very
got-
sad about it.
Were
We
you
got drugged at the end, and then we
were
all
you part of
woke
the
up in a
Glassy
cave.
Grass Inn incident?
We sure were.
Yes.
He
Part of the
kind of looks over
victims.
he looks over his shoulder and he kind of motions to a few more guards. They come up. There's now 4 guards there total. They kind of surround you, and they're all carrying spears and shields. With the Crownsguard red armor and emblem. And they go, huh. I see. Well, you're gonna have to speak with the lawmaster about this. Here, boys, take them. Let's go. Follow us.
Mhm.
And the 2 of them go behind your group, including you and the halfling couple. And they kind of urge you guys forward to follow them.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll
All
ask
right.
them what they know as we're walking.
The guards or the guards? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the guards.
Okay. Are you asking like the front guards or the rear guards?
I guess I'll be at the front. So whoever's at the front, or whoever I was
Okay.
talking to before, I guess.
Okay.
I'll just ask. So what happened? I mean, we woke up in a cave, but we don't know about anybody else.
Um, we're investigating an incident with at the inn. The innkeeper woke up. His inn was empty. Door wide open. Gold was missing from the register. Um, it looked like some of the tables had been overturned. Um, and so he came to us about some sort of thieves. Um, and he was trying to look for his barkeep that he had hired.
Hmm.
As for missing persons, we hadn't gotten any reports yet. But I guess with the sign of the struggle, someone must have been at the inn. Kind of gives you a skeptical look.
And I point back the way we came. It's like, well, there were probably 7 or 8 of them back that way.
Dead.
I see. All right. Well, we'll see what the lawmaster has to say. And you guys travel just a few minutes down the road to a kind of larger building, kind of tall, steepled. It's about 3 stories, stone building. And as you kind of enter through the large wooden door, you see several Crown's Guard. This looks to be kind of the Crown's Guard headquarters here in Felderwin. And as you approach, you see a man in full plate armor, again with the Empire Crimson colors. And he seems to be talking to one of the guards. He's clean shaven, slick back hair, brown, human male. And he's just chatting with one of the guards there, talking to them about something that you guys can't quite hear. But as your party approaches, he hears the sound. He kind of looks up. And he goes, "Soldier, what's the business here?"
Oh.
All right. So, as the man questions the guard says, "Sir, these are folks just arrived in town. They said they were kidnapped at the Glassy Grass Inn. I think you should see them." And he goes, "Ah, yes. Take him here. Take him to interrogation room 1." And the guards kind of nod, and they take you down a right hall. And off to the side is a wooden door they open up, and is a cold stone room with a table. There are 2 chairs on one side of the table, and then 1 chair on the other side. And as they kind of file you all in here, they take 2 guards that post up near the doors. And then the man in full plate armor walks in, and he pulls up the 1 chair on one side of the table, and he goes, "Hello, my name is Lawmaster James Harper. I am the Lawmaster appointed here for Felderwin. If any of you would like to sit, there's only 2 seats here. The rest of you can stand. First of all,
I'm feeling a little.
state your
So I'm gonna sit.
can you state your business in Felderin? Why were you all here?"
I'll start talking, because charisma's a thing. We just met each other, as we woke up, chained and tied in a cave. Our businesses are separate. I myself am just a traveling adventurer. Um, the others, they can speak for themselves, but I would be easy to say that we were just all random strangers, and we just ended up in a predicament, and we had to get ourselves out. Little did they know, I guess each one of us is well suited for combat, and now we're in this situation here.
And you all were at the inn before you got captured, you say?
Yes.
Yep. We were all just independently there and woke up chained together.
He nods, and he kind of looks to the side at the halfling couple, and you halflings, are you with them? And at which point, Peter pipes up, no, no, well, yes, but no, but no, I mean we were at the inn, but we're not with them. I think we
We
saw
freed
them.
them after. I just interject and say we freed them after we freed ourselves. Going through the tunnels.
Yeah, well, that one with the eyes, he started patting us down, but what? That's not. Anyways, yeah, I
I have
mean,
no idea what he's talking
they.
about.
I guess they saved us. I guess. But yeah, we saw them. We saw them at the inn. They didn't seem to know each other there. At which point the lawmaster kind of scratches his chin a little bit. I see. So, you all don't know each other. A random band of merry men as merry women. Sorry, and men. Well,
Right.
and you say, can you describe these people that kidnapped you?
They were just your typical human males, just in
Typical
some
human
type of.
males, huh? So we're all typical to you, your
Yeah,
kind.
you are actually.
Can I
Um,
try and
so
disguise self as like the big guy, the big baddie who killed me?
yeah, there
Um,
was a pack of humans, and one of them seemed to be the leader. He actually wounded me pretty severely, but we were able to kill him and get rid of him. Uh, but they were just dressed in typical, adventuring attire as well,
Oh, oh,
and
he had a
a
tattoo.
tattoo.
I may not be able
Yeah,
to see this.
and
He
the
had
only
a
thing we did notice is that he had a tattoo.
he had a tattoo, huh? And sorry, before I just are you just randomly transforming? Or are you gonna tell
Uh,
him you're
yeah,
transforming, or are
I'd
you
be
just gonna?
like, hey, I can try and make myself look like him.
Nice.
It is really okay.
And then I will try and disguise self myself into what he looks like.
An extra one.
Just say that this was him,
I
Okay.
truly cannot.
and then I'll
So you just kind of
drop it as soon as
wave your hand over yourself, and kind of there's a little magic shimmer. And standing before you is a slightly tall version
yeah.
of this man. Um, and the lawmaster kind of leans back a little bit, huh? A little surprised, and he says, "Does not look familiar." Uh, and you said he had a tattoo. What was this a tattoo of?
In strength through the many, and it was not grammatically correct. All of the capitalization was all wrong.
Interesting. Doesn't ring a bell. I can have my men run through some books, but
Okay, I'll write it down for him. I'll write it down on a piece of paper. Do the way it was here.
So
thanks.
what do you know about this, or why are we even being held captive? As far
Well,
as I'm concerned, we
um,
have no reason to be here.
well, you are personas of interest. Um, you place yourselves at the inn that was robbed. Um,
We were robbed
we
and kidnapped.
well, that is as you say. Um, the
Illegally detained.
innkeeper is not able to corroborate your story. He was sick in bed. He is not sure who was there. We do have evidence of a scuffle happening. So we probably can place that there were people in the inn at the time it was robbed. Um, And you said these men are bodies? These bodies are where were they located?
Broken Leaf Forest. It took
Ah.
us 10 hours to get home. Back. Not home. Back.
I see. 10 hours and
10
10
hours
hours
at
to walk
halfling
here.
speed. We walked here with halflings. They have little short legs.
Huh.
You can't
So
say
then
I can say that.
he dismisses
Said it.
it and says,
Where's
"So
the
then you
handyman?
think you were the handyman?
Mm-hmm.
What handyman?
The bar. There's a barkeep there.
Well, that
Um,
is our prime suspect. We are unable to locate him. Um, and if you were taken that far, it must have been by transport of some sort. We do have tracks, horse tracks, outside the inn. Your story's looking plausible. Um, Jobu, can you roll persuasion? 'Cause you're the primary speaker.
Sweet, bro.
And roll with
Alright.
advantage.
Oh,
Because
it's oh, okay. It
you've
was gonna be
had,
with advantage, anyways. All right.
let's see, Manny.
Damn.
Well.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Well, all right then. He just nods his head. All right. Wait one moment here. Let me, I gotta go talk to someone. And he gets up and he steps away, for a few minutes. And one of the guards enters when he steps out and they just watch you. Is there anything you'd like to do while you wait for a little bit?
Have you ever seen it?
Or rest.
It's not that long.
Jesse's like, I'm dying.
Nah, nothing
Yeah.
really.
All right, so about 5 minutes pass, as y'all just kind of stand quietly, before there's a knock on the door. And the guard turns around, opens it up, and in enters the lawmaster, and behind him, a halfling woman in plate gear as well, with the crimson colors of the Crown's Guard. She is halfling with kind of a slightly freckled face, brown hair in two buns, kind of like Leia style buns, and she kind of walks in behind the lawmaster, and Lawmaster Harper turns to y'all and says, "Well, we'll send out a patrol to Broken Leaf Forest. See if we can confirm these bodies here in this cave. But for now, it seems like you all are in the clear. Pains me to say. But Captain Tilly here has some information for you she'd like to speak with you about. So I will step out." And he just kind of nods and briskly walks out the door.
He was human?
Yes. At which point, Captain Irene Tilly walks up and she goes, "Hello, my name is Irene Tilly. I am the captain of the Crown's Guard here, stationed. Don't mind the lawmaster, he's grumpy, it's been a rough morning. Anyways, I'd like to talk to you all. And she kind of like leans over to the side. You three," and she points to Halfling. Couple. You're all good. You're free to leave. Go ahead. I'm sure your little boy is hungry and tired. And sure enough, the one of the, not Peter, but the other one that you guys have spoken to is carrying Luke on his back. Just kind of like piggyback. He's just tired and he's kind of like had his head rested against his back. And so the halfling couple and their son leave the
I
room.
wave to the boy.
He kind of just tiredly waves back and passes back out. All right, and they exit. At which point the captain returns back to y'all and says, "So, uh, what I want to speak to you all about seems like you are capable adventurers. I have a problem, and I'm willing to pay. I have a problem with goblins. We've been having some goblin raids on the tillage. We've been losing livestock. Some people have reported farmhands missing. We sent a small Crown's Guard patrol east of the city to investigate, but they haven't returned, and it's been 3 days. So something's going on with these goblins, and I want to get it solved.
Alright.
How
If
much
you
are we
can-
talking?
If you can find my guards, the crown is willing to pay 300 gold. If you can provide confirmation of killing these goblins or whatever you do to them, get rid of them, we can provide an additional 200 gold.
So 500 gold total.
Yes, sir.
If you make it 700, we'll do it.
Roll persuasion.
All right, and as I do that, I also want to use my forceful presence as well.
Okay. What does that do?
It gives me advantage on persuasion or intimidation.
Okay. Huh. Aren't you an interesting dragon fellow? 650.
The deal. I look at everybody and look for the suggestive nod
Sure.
and see if everyone agrees with that price. So I'm assuming yes. And we'll say 650 will do.
Fantastic. Well, we will pay after you come back with evidence, both of my men and these goblins. I will have you meet. You can speak to Trevor. He'll be your boatman along the Skymere River. That's to the east. You can find him by the fishing ward. What time would you think about leaving?
We
I
still
think
to
we need
bed.
a rest stop
Yeah.
first. We're pretty wounded. Well, some of us are.
Could we have a small advance for some supplies?
Roll persuasion.
I don't.
Can I give the look and the stare? Just kidding.
She's just like real
think
pitiful asking about it too. Persuasion. Oh, that's just a straight roll.
Yep.
I am beat to hell. I am
Oh.
beat to hell. I'm just.
She pulls out her pouch and she goes through it. She gives you guys 50 gold.
Okay.
Mm.
I won't touch the gold. I'll just hand it off.
She puts it at the
Kaina.
table.
I'll take it.
Yeah, good Kaina.
So then, can I tell Trevor that you'll see him tomorrow morning?
Sure.
Great. Trevor, by the Skymere River,
At the fishing ward.
fishing ward. You usually can't miss him. He's a young halfling boy. He's rambunctious. Don't worry about him. You can usually find him smoking a pipe. Anyways, thank you. Well, I shouldn't thank you yet until you come back with what I'm asking for. But until then, and she quickly just like snaps her heels together and turns around and walks out. And when she walks out, they leave the door open.
Alright.
So I guess we're
Finding a place to sleep.
stuck with each other for a little bit. It's a pretty good incentive.
anybody
is good.
handed out any money?
Nope.
Okay.
We have grab bag.
Community money.
It's 30 gold for you guys each from what was given to us by good old
Oh, okay.
Nimdath.
You're muted, Kellson, by the way.
How much was that again? Just
You had 150 in your big pouch that you just said like here.
okay.
To
split
them.
between the four of you,
Yeah, so that I don't think that's
or
30.
whoever just wants to
That's-
carry that pouch, I guess.
Yeah, whoever wants to carry it. I don't know how you guys want to handle it.
I don't touch it.
And then there's the other 100 golden change that Jobu found. That's in a separate pouch.
So 250 split between all of us. Oh no, it's fucked. It'd be 150 split between 4, and then 100 split between 5. So the 20.
If I thought Joven kept his though.
I'll split it up.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so
We get-
20
We
from
can do the-
everyone.
We can do the math
37.
like a little bit after here.
We get 37 from Nimdath,
Mhm.
and then
God, you scared me.
what from Jobu?
20.
100, so it's 25.
25.
Oh, well, that's between 5.
20. Yeah.
Yeah.
20.
Alright.
All right. As you guys are kind of stepping out of the cells, one of the guards kind of mentions, if you're looking for a place to stay, Glassy Grass Inn's off limits, so you might want to try the Goldfield. Pretty nice place. Should just be down the road, about down the road south. Couple minute walk.
Goldfield?
Yep, can't miss it. It has a big sign in the front with 2 crossing wheat branches, whatever you call them. Wheat plants.
Okay. We head that way. If you guys are ready.
All right.
Let's go.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys head over, and it's just a quick walk. And sure enough, you find a beautiful looking rustic building made of mostly wood with some stone furnishings here and there. You see attached to it what looks to be a stables with you see a few horses stabled there, and you actually see a stable hand that is walking. He's currently brushing off one of the horses, human male. But as you guys walk towards the tavern side, or inside portion of it, you open it up into a beautiful, actually looking interior. Everything kind of has that wood and like wheat color palette. So it's like that kind of golden,
Beer.
yeah, golden and like nutty brown color, which looks kind of like homey. There's a fireplace off to one side, with just a small flame going on. It's still midday, so it's not. I mean, it's relatively warm outside. It's probably in a mid 70s, mid to high 70s. So there's just a small fire going. And you see a few people into tables, and they're just kind of eating. You see a bartender, halfling bartender, seems to be on a stool. He is not facing you guys. He's on a stool facing the other direction on the wall, and he seems to be like rearranging bottles of something on the wall. But in front of you as you enter is a little desk, and you see a tanned halfling woman. Tanned halfling woman with goldish brown hair. She has like it's up in a ponytail, and she has blue eyes. She's currently wearing kind of like a cyan-looking tunic. And she kind of looks up from a ledger she's writing on. And he goes, "Oh, hello. Are you looking for lodging?
We are. How much is it per room, and or how many beds per room?
Fantastic. Well, we have a couple options. We have some 1 bedrooms as well as 2 bedrooms. Our 2 bed options. Are you looking? How long are you gonna be staying here?
I think for just a night right now.
Okay, just the night, and she kind of looks down at her ledger to see what's available. We have, let's see, we got 3 double beds, and we have 2 single bedrooms.
I look back. Does anybody want to share a room?
No.
Absolutely not.
How much
All right,
are
that
they?
settles it.
Sorry, what?
How much?
Ah, well, 2 bedrooms will be for the night. That will be 5 silver. And for the 1 bedroom, that'll be 7 silver.
So Nimdath and
We
Reeve.
do offer a complimentary. It's not. It's not like a complimentary dinner or like a complimentary appetizer. It's just like cheese and bread and like some dried meat, not like a full like dinner meal. But they do offer like some free snacks essentially included, and a free ale as well. First ale free. So what'll it be then?
Well, regardless, what 2 people have to check up
2
together?
single rooms, and then we'll get.
You
since
could buy
there's
a
only-
double room and not just be 1 person in there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard.
I'll get a double room and take it for myself and pay the 5 silver.
All right, and can I get a name for the room?
Reeve.
All right. R-E-E-V-E.
I was looking
Yes.
I was
So-
about to walk in.
Anyone else?
Get a single.
Is that all we have?
Single? 7 silver? Joven is muted. I don't know what happened to him. Or where'd he go? Oh, no, he's not muted.
No, I'm here.
Okay. Just, yeah, who else is... What are you getting, Kellson?
I'll take a single room, but not for that price. That's ridiculous.
Alright, well, that is the price.
I'll make a scene right here. That is not acceptable.
Well, you can always go to the Ram Shack. They have more affordable prices if you'd like to stay there.
No, you seem to misunderstand. I'm of noble birth. I require a better room for a lower price right now.
I see.
Your largest
Sure.
room, and I'll pay no more than 3 silver.
Make. Are you rolling persuasion or intimidation?
Let's go with
You seem to be
intimidation.
intimidated. Okay.
Ooh.
I see. You all are wonderful customers. 4 silver.
Really? Really?
I'm trying to make a living here.
Me too.
You're a noble, sir. You just said.
Yeah.
You have plenty of
I'm
money.
of noble birth, but I'm poor as shit. I just got robbed.
Ah.
Yeah, true, and we have absolutely nothing.
She gives a very loud sigh. I see we have here on the ledger if you got robbed, 1 silver discount.
Thank you very much.
Any tips
Enjoy
left
your
over?
stay. What's your name?
You can call me. You can call me Mr. Maendar.
Definitely writes that in the ledger. And she then doesn't give you a second glance and turns to Jobu and Drummond.
How many more were available? We don't have to share, do we?
You don't have to share. I think the 2 singles were taken, and one of the doubles taken. So there's just 2 doubles left.
Okay.
I guess
take a
it's
double to myself.
okay.
I don't trust anyone yet.
All right. So those are 5 silver for the double, 7 silver for the single, except
Okay.
for Kellson, who paid 3. And all right. What would you guys like to do for the afternoon? Is there anything particular, or would you just essentially just rest or talk things out? What would you guys like to do?
I am resting.
I'd probably be resting too. Yeah.
Traveled all night.
Way
gonna
too
go rest.
long.
Alright, so you guys call it early. Essentially, I guess you'll get some food or whatever and grub. And just stay in your rooms and relax. Alright. Then the evening goes by without any issues. You all get the advantage of a long rest. And we will call it here for tonight.
The
And
long
pick
rest.
up on the next day. On the 5th day of WILDE.